The Nintendo Switch lineup has leaked. Is this a good lineup or a bad lineup? Let's take a look. This is the Raptor News reactions on the latest gaming news, brought to you by Laura K. Dill over on Twitter. So she, as you may know from my other videos, has a ton of stuff right, has many sources at Nintendo, so she knows what she is talking about. In this video I'm gonna run through all the different titles that you see here on the screen. Some are new, some that we already knew about. For example, the Pokemon Stars leak that happened last Friday. I already made a video about that. So now let's take a look. Is this a good lineup? I think it is. For the first year, pretty solid. So let's look at day one. So according to Laura K. Dill, the Nintendo Switch will launch on March 17th, day one. So, and it will then probably launch March 16th in Europe, and March 15th in Europe, March 16th in Japan, March 17th in the US. That is where it stands right now. Those are the rumors. Also made a video about that going into the release window even more, so check it out on the channel. Okay, first, day one, 3D Mario. Of course, we saw it in the trailer, you see it right now. Awesome. It's been in development for a very long time. Probably was going to hit the Wii U, but they thought, okay, we're not gonna release this on the Wii U because it doesn't make a lot of sense, because we can way better use it as a sort of marquee title for the Switch, that people that want to play a new 3D Mario again have to buy a Switch. That sound, yeah, it's of course pretty logic if you think about it. Second is Mario Rabbids RPG. It's in development at Ubisoft, but Nintendo is overseeing it to ensure a day one availability. So they want that as a launch title as well. 2 Mario games? I don't know if that's smart, but anyway, looks like to be the case. So this will be like a Mario RPG, but the rabbits invading the Mario world. I love Mario RPGs, so this is awesome. Splatoon port. Of course, we already talked about this. It will probably be, you'll have one like SKU that will just feature the Switch, and you'll have one SKU, according to these rumors, that will feature the Switch, probably the Pro Controller, and Splatoon. The normal SKU will be $250, and the like more expensive with Splatoon and the Pro Controller will, according to the rumors, be $299. Can of course be $50 more, but right now the rumors are $249, $299. Okay, Skyrim will probably be a day one title. We of course also saw this in the trailer, but other sources tell Laura K. Dill that it may not be ready for launch. It will be interesting. The game will feature mod support, but not at day one. So either if the game will launch on day one, so on March 17th in the US for the Switch, it will have mod support later, but it might release later altogether. Just Dance 2017, 100% lock at launch. I mean, the game is already out, makes a lot of sense. Just Dance was huge on the Wii, so it makes a lot of sense that Ubisoft wants to bring this title over. And they also, I mean, they made Zombie U, they made Red Steel. They're also with new IPs or new titles supporting a Nintendo system launch. So that title is probably the Mario Rabbids RPG. Although I would love to see a new IP from them as well. I mean, Red Steel was not a really cool good game, but it was cool that it was there. Some of you didn't really play that, but yeah, I heard good things about that, and it's cool to have, yeah, more games of course at launch, more different new IDs as well. I think the game that is missing here is Skylanders Imaginators. It's already announced for the Switch, it's already out. It's a Nintendo type of game. I mean, Skylanders became big on the Wii, so to make this a Switch game, the new one, makes a lot of sense in my opinion. Let's look at the first 6 months. So we have these titles as launch titles, probably more. NBA is not on there. We saw it in the trailer. It will probably launch on March 17th as well. Let's look at the first 6 months. A Smash port. Yes, please. It will probably be the Wii U version. Mario and Banana and Cloud Amiibo will launch on the same day. Not heard about Corn, of course, also already announced, but we didn't hear anything about it yet. Smash port for the Switch, yes please, give that game another life. Give it more new characters. Would be awesome. Zelda Breath of the Wild, not a day one title. Already discussed it on the channel, but they need more time according to sources from Laura K. Dill. So that sucks. But yeah, if we got it in the summer, I mean, if you have Skyrim, Zelda Breath of the Wild on day one. Man, 2 open world RPGs that take a lot of time. You also got the Mario game. I understand why they would delay Zelda, but please release it in the summer, because if it will be a fall 2017 game, you guys announced it in fucking 2014. It was a 2015 title. Then it skipped E3 2015. It was delayed to 2016. Now it's delayed to 2017, and we still don't know when it's coming out. So figure that shit out. We need a date on the January 12th event, because these are all rumors. Nintendo will talk about it on January 12th. Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy. This will probably be announced during the Game Awards. This is a big show where they will have, they will give away prizes, but also have a ton of reveals. Telltale is usually there with a new game, so they will probably announce the Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy game. It will very near a launch day, so not be on launch day, probably a few weeks later. Weekly episodes leading to the movie. Movie is of course coming out in the summer. So this is interesting. Would be cool for Telltale to release weekly episodes again. They of course did it with The Walking Dead, like Mycone, the sort of spin-off. So that's super awesome. Mario Kart 8, already saw it in the trailer. Good that it will launch later. Minor additions, we saw King Boo already, we saw Dry Bones already. So they will probably have all the DLC from the Wii U version packed in together, and hopefully some new DLC that we can get our hands on later. And then we will have a huge pack. It will also probably feature, according to rumors, a better battle mode, because as you may know, Mario Kart 8, the battle mode sucked. It was just a circuit. You were shooting all your stuff, but it was not like an arena. We want, of course, the arena. Xenoblade Export. This is the first time we hear about this. So they're looking at all the Wii U games. They're just ripping them all, man. When is Bayonetta 2 coming to the Switch? I would not be surprised if this is going to happen. Anyway, Xenoblade Export, late summer. Skyrim, Zelda, Xenoblade. Then you have a ton of RPGs, but obviously a lot of people already played them. So interesting to note. Hopefully it will look a little bit better. I thought the graphics were okay, but still looked a little bit like a not a very awesome game. If you, for example, compare it to the open world RPGs we got now. Witcher, of course, Wii U, not as powerful platform as the PS4, PC, of course, but still. On the Switch, I expect a little bit more. Mario Maker port got me very excited. If this is true, that will mean that the other rumors about the Switch tablet being a multi-touch screen. Alright, having this, I mean, we got it on the 3DS right now. We got the Mario Maker, of course, coming, but it does not have a feature where you can upload your stages to like the world. So you have like this local play, like I made this stage, give it to a friend. But yeah, we want, of course, we live on the internet right now. So I think the Mario Maker port for the Switch will probably feature that. Okay, then other 2017 titles. So the other ones I discussed just was first 6 months. So now 2017. Already talked about this. Pokemon Stars, initially slated for summer, may have slipped to autumn. So this may be in August, a September release for Pokemon Stars. Yes, please. Pikmin 4. I thought, okay, Pikmin, they already talked, oh yeah, it's almost done. But then they announced like the Pikmin game for 3DS. But they were still talking about this Switch version, probably. No longer called Pikmin 4, now a Pikmin reboot coming in autumn as well. So they will have another Pikmin, of course. The Wii U had a Pikmin game in the first year as well. If you like it, okay. Beyond Good and Evil, not a direct sequel, semi-reboot, Switch exclusive. This is like a very old rumor we heard that Beyond Good and Evil would come back. It's now confirmed that the game is coming back, but it will be a Switch exclusive. Semi-reboot, I think the style, I did not play the first one, but what I saw from the style, of course the trailer they released like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. It looks a little bit like a Nintendo game, right? With the beast and with the girl, and it's interesting. Hopefully that will do well. But I think it will be like some sort of Bayonetta. Everyone will love it, but not a lot of people will buy it. Hopefully I'm wrong. Sonic 2017 is of course also on this list. And that's about it for now. This is the lineup we have right now. And if I look at it, if I see this, I see what? A ton of Wii U games. I got a Wii U, played almost all these games already. Am I excited for it to play on the Switch again? Yes. Because right now my Wii U is like collecting a little bit of dust. And yeah, I want to buy the Switch like instantly. Already made a video about that, why I would buy the Switch instantly, no matter what happens. And yeah, I want to of course see more games. Right now we have a Zelda that's not out yet. Skyrim is all old. 3D Mario is of course pretty cool. And that's about it. The Telltale games, I can play them on every type of system, even on my phone. Pokemon Stars, awesome, but I will buy Pokemon Sun and Moon for the 3DS. Pikmin, not a huge fan of Pikmin. So if I look at this lineup, there are like a ton of games that I already played, or yeah, I want new games as well, and hopefully they will have that at the end, at fall 2017. Hopefully they will announce some things to combat, for example Red Dead Redemption 2, because I don't think that will be on the Switch. Or hopefully they will combat the Scorpio that's of course coming out. Hopefully Sony will have Detroit or God of War. So they need some big hitters, but of course that's a year from now. And now they need to focus on their first launch lineup. But right now I hope that this is not all. I hope that they have some, maybe a new IP like Splatoon. Maybe a totally new game that will cut us off guard. Hopefully they will show us that Wii U and 3DS owners, yeah, that we have a ton of new experience. Hopefully that will come later, but I think that if they release all the Wii U titles in the first year, obviously to grab all the people that did not buy a Wii U, of course, because to have all these titles in 1 year and way more fleshed out is of course pretty cool. So that's my take right now. Let me know what you think. So if I have to like score this from 1 to 10, I would say that this lineup is a 7. Because I really like the games, but there are not a lot of new games. And Zelda I can also play on my Wii U. I will not do it, but I could. That's my take. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like the video if you did. Subscribe for way more reactions on the latest gaming news and Switch rumors. All the Switch rumors, I will break them down with you. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thanks a lot for watching. I will speak to you next time.